Hi, my name is Curtis. I'm going to show you how to install passive windows today. So this is our window roughed in, ready for installation. So we have our high density styrofoam curb that the window sits on, next to our sloped styrofoam providing our drainage to the outside. We're going to run two lines, this weatherproof caulking just underneath where the window will sit, and the outside of the window will sit right where the sloped styrofoam pan starts. Our butyl flashing comes right to the walls and extends up at least 6 inches. So underneath, we're going to mark where our window sits exactly, so that when we install, we can lift the window in, sit on our marks, tilt it back. At that point, we're going to peel the backing off our tape, and then stand the window back for its final position. So we're installing our clips, maximum of 8 inches from each corner, and every 12 to 18 inches. And we're going to remove this strip of packaging, protection for during transportation. A Phillips screwdriver. You can keep these screws for screwing in the mullions of the two-piece windows if you have them. And that piece comes right out. We're going to fold these straps into the windows so they stay out of the way for installation, and when we unfold them, they'll sit nice and flush to our rough opening. So I've marked the finished location of the window on the inside, just a reference line for us to line up the window to as we install it. Line up our window on the marks that we made exactly. We're going to line up left and right as well, so it's nice and centered in our opening. And from this stage, we're going to tilt the window to the inside of the house. And then we're going to peel the backing on our caulking strips from the outside. From here, we're going to get our window to plumb or nearly so. I like to use the slotted section to just about snug on these, one on either side. Unfold our clip and they sit nice and flush to our rough opening. Now the window is reasonably secured, and here's where our plumb dot laser comes in, where we'll reference at the bottom. And I'm just snug in the channel so I can adjust my window to the point where it's the same. So in this case, it's the 2-inch line, which is the same at the top and at the bottom. We're exactly plumb in this case. And I'll go afterwards and set a second screw in one of the non-slotted holes to make sure that that window won't move at all. Need to adjust slightly. So we're nice and centered on that 2-inch mark. And we're going to do the same thing again and put a second screw to secure the window perfectly in place. And we're going to shim behind every hinge on our doors as well. It doesn't have to be super tight, but nice and snug on all 4 corners, and that'll keep the window from shifting in its opening. And we're going to spray foam all the way around the 3 sides once we've put the exterior styrofoam in, which we can look at in a minute. So here's our fully installed window from the outside. After the fact, we've gone and installed these 1.5 inch by 6 inch strips of styrofoam. This does a couple of things. It adds one more layer of air sealing. It's also a handy backer for your spray foam from the inside, so you're not dealing with squeeze out and needing to trim on this side. So we've cut and fit the styrofoam on 3 sides, and we're going to come afterwards and put a bead of silicone between our house exterior and the foam, and then again between the window and the styrofoam over here. So the install process is very simple. Measure and cut to length with a slope the same as your sloped styrofoam windowsill, and that gets installed with ring washer nails or regular nails just to hold it in place, and then the caulking at the end seals everything in.